Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome back to art class. So last week we started kind of a big, long project. 3 separate projects that all have to do with kind of the same theme. That theme, that big main idea was creating your own place, your own country, your own kingdom, whatever direction you decided to go in. So the first thing we did was make a map. That was important because that would give us an idea of what kind of environment it was, what it physically looked like. Maybe some things about our society just based on what was on your map. Like mine had the kind of castle looking thing, so I said maybe it was from like a long time ago. Yours might have rocket ships, so it's from the future. I don't know. It's up to you. So that was last week. Another important thing for a place to have, for a country to have, is a flag. So this week, you're going to make up a flag. So hopefully you all watched the video up above this one that explained a little bit about flags. If you watched that, you learned that a person who studies flags is called a vexillologist. There was an extra lol in there. A person who studied flags is that V word that I can't say. Vexillologist? I think that one was right. Vexillologist. We're going with it. So, a person who studies flags, that V word, that thing, oh boy, never gonna get it. Alright, so that person, a person who studies flags, they said that there were some rules that they look at when they're trying to decide if it's a good flag design or a bad flag design. They said that there were 5 main things that they look at when they're trying to decide if something is good or bad. Keep in mind, just because these people have these rules doesn't mean that like everyone on earth has to follow these rules. It's not a law. It's just a rule that a group of people came up with that they think some things look better than other things. But let's talk about those rules, because those are going to be kind of the rules that we use, that we think about when we're coming up with our flags. Number 1, they said keep it simple. It shouldn't have a whole lot going on. This should be something that's like easily recognizable. You can tell what it is. They said from a distance. They gave the example of like the pirate flag. You can tell what was going on from really far away on another ship. Number 2, meaningful symbols. So these would be symbols, a symbol being like a simple drawing of something that has meaning for your place, for your country. The third one, 2 or 3 colors. I feel like that goes into the idea of keeping it simple, right? You wouldn't want to have 100 different colors on your flag because it would be pretty confusing to look at, especially from a distance. The 4th thing that they said was no letters. That one's pretty easy to understand. And then the 5th thing they said, which doesn't entirely matter for what we're doing, because we're not like comparing our flags to other flags in a made-up world. They said make them distinctive, and if something's distinctive, it stands out from other stuff, or related. If something's related, it would go well with other stuff. So that kind of seems like a pretty broad rule. They're saying either make it look just like itself or look like other things. So I guess they just mean make it look like something. So if I start thinking about all those rules for a second, I'm thinking about something that is simple, has meaningful symbols, couple of colors, shouldn't have words. Feels like they're making fun of a flag that I'm remembering that I would recognize. Oof. A lot of colors. Not very simple. There's like a whole drawing on that thing. Got them words. Oof. But like we said, who cares what they think? I love Kentucky, so I like this flag. How about that? All right. So those are kind of the rules that we are going to think about. Those are some of the rules that I want to see in your flags. Try and make them relevant to your country, your kingdom, your place that you have come up with, that you have invented. Before we move on and you get started working on yours, I wanted to go ahead and show you my example. So let's talk about that one for just a quick second. All right, so here is the flag that I came up with for my country. We're going to look at this for just a quick couple of seconds and discuss that list of things that I said I would love to see in your flags. So number one on that list was simple. I feel that this is pretty simple. I've got a few colors. I've got a symbol in the middle that I feel is pretty easy to tell what it is. It's a crown. And then some wheat kind of curled up around it. The second thing on our list was meaningful symbols. So I chose all the symbols on my flag because they had something to do with the place that I made up. I said mine was like a kingdom, so that's why I went with the crown. If you look at the map that I made, it had 5 little villages on it. So at the bottom of the crown, that's why I have those 5 kind of blue stones or gems or whatever they would be. In the middle of the crown, there are 2 diamond shapes. Those represent the 2 like bigger towns that I showed on my map. And then the color difference between those 2, with the green in the middle and the blue around it, is because it is an island. So I've got the green being the island and then the blue around it being the ocean to represent the fact that the place I came up with was an island. Number 3 on our list was use only 2 or 3 colors. I think we've got that. I've got blue, yellow, and green. That's it. 4, no letters. Don't have any letters. And then we said the 5, the distinctive or related doesn't really matter for us. So again, don't have to worry about that. Also, so the wheat on it. There was one part of my map, which was like the kind of farming agriculture area. So I put that there to kind of signify that as a place, as a community, as a kingdom, that they grow a lot of food, that they're kind of like a farming community as well. Now I tried my best to follow a lot of those vexillology. I tried to follow the flag people rules, and hopefully I got kind of close to something that a flag person would enjoy to look at, because they're the experts, right? All right, my friends, that's it. That's it for today. Not a super long video. Remember, this whole project is about you being creative, you coming up with something 100% completely out of your own brain. I cannot wait to see everybody's flags. Hope you're doing good. See y'all later. Bye.